Welcome to my channel. I'm Dani Walker. In this episode, I'm going to teach you how you can get invited to New York Fashion Week. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notifications bell. If you guys don't already know, I have a newsletter and I sent out an email blast asking all of my newsletter subscribers if you guys wanted to know how you too can get to go to New York Fashion Week, and it was a huge response that I got back. So if you guys aren't already signed up for my newsletter, you can do so on DaniWalkerOfficial.com. If you do so, you'll get more information. You'll see stuff that I don't share on social media, things that I don't share on YouTube. So if you guys really want to stay connected and know what's going on with the channel and with life and want extra tips for winning your next pageant, then make sure that you subscribe to that. By the way, if you haven't already seen it, you can check out my latest New York Fashion Week vlog. If you're like, why would I even want to go to New York Fashion Week? What is going on over there? If you guys want to see the behind the scenes action, just click this episode right up here in the corner. I'm going to start this video out with 3 tips, and these are for girls that are already currently title holders. First thing you can do is contact your pageant director. This is probably for girls who are holding a state title or some type of national title. It's going to be a lot easier that way. Sometimes state directors have connections to different designers that are featuring their collections, hence why I got invited as Miss Montana USA. But a lot of the times the directors have these connections, and if you don't ask them or let them know that you want to go, they won't know. So let them know and ask them if they have any of those connections so you can get an invitation. The next way you can go as a title holder, which I have seen quite a bit, is to go with a gown store. If you go to one of these big pageant gown stores, a lot of times they will send representatives from their store to New York Fashion Week to check out all of the gowns and all the new styles and things that they're going to be looking at and trends and what they want to buy for their store. And I have seen pageant contestants at all levels go to New York Fashion Week with a team from a gown store. So it's really smart to be building those relationships with different gown stores. And if you do have that relationship, ask them, are you guys going to be attending New York Fashion Week? If so, is it possible for me to go with you as well? And I have seen that quite a bit at Fashion Week. Next thing you can do is contact the designer directly. I know it sounds so simple, but a lot of girls don't actually go out of their way to do this. If you're going to contact them as a title holder, it's good to tell them who you are and say, I'm a title holder for such and such organization. I'm a fan of your work and I would really love to attend your show. And believe it or not, you will get a lot of feedback from designers that are like, this is awesome. Of course I want a title holder to come to my show. So if there's designers you want to attend, contact them directly. Do not be afraid to reach out. The only thing that they can say is no, which doesn't hurt you at all. You're not losing anything if they say no. Because at this point, if you're watching this episode, you're probably not going anyways. Not yet, at least. So don't be afraid to reach out to those designers. As a reminder, if you don't already, please follow me on social media at Dani Walker. I would love to connect with you there. Now, what do you do if you want to attend Fashion Week and you're not a title holder? You don't have that advantage. There are still other things you could do. For the designers and for the fashion industry, there's not a point of allowing you to go to the show unless you have some kind of connection. Start brainstorming how you are connected to the fashion industry, why you're passionate about it, so that you're going to be able to communicate that to designers. One of the ways that you can help yourself to go to Fashion Week is to start curating your social media feed. So when you're going to reach out to these designers, you want to make sure that your feed and the way that you represent yourself is fashionable. That makes sense to them. If you're contacting these brands or designers and you're saying that I want to go to your show because I love the fashion industry, if you're not exemplifying that with your own social media and your own brand and public image, then there's no reason for them to say, yes, please come to my show. Be aware of that public image and be fashionable. If you're loving these tips so far, comment New York down below. I want to hear from you. Just because you're not an official title holder or haven't won your state or national pageant yet, it doesn't mean that you don't have a title. So a lot of girls end up with appointed titles just to compete at a state pageant or at a local pageant. Don't be afraid to use that title when you contact a designer to say, I am Miss such and such, or I am representing this, and I would really love to attend your show. So I want you guys to think and don't minimize and don't forget that you can still use those local titles even if they're appointed as a way to get fashion designers or brands to be interested in inviting you. This is also something that you can do if you're a former title holder. When I went to Fashion Week this season, I wasn't a title holder anymore, but I did share with the brands that I wanted to attend their shows that I am a former Miss Montana USA for IMG and WME organization. As a reminder, if you're watching on a mobile device, do me a favor, screenshot this episode, post it to an Instagram story, and tag me at Dani Walker with your thoughts on this video. show. The other thing that's going to be important is, are you interacting with these brands? So for the shows that you want to go to, do you follow them on social media? Are you liking their posts? Are you commenting? Are you DMing them? Are you sharing their posts? That's going to be important for them, because if they look you up and they're like, this person doesn't even follow us on social media, they're going to say, why in the world are we going to invite them? Be active in the months or the weeks leading up to Fashion Week on those brands' social media pages. Next tip, let's say you're not a title holder yet, but you're an agency represented model. That's really common for a lot of pageant contestants. Contact your agency, talk to them if there are any castings you can attend for Fashion Week if you actually want to be in the shows, or if they have any connections to designers so that you can attend. Your agency is a really great resource. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you out there as well, so don't be afraid to call up your agency and ask them for a little help. My next tip is for girls who have no titles at all. There's something really simple you can do. Sign up for a membership on Fashion Week Online. It is $10 for the entire year. Once you do so, you're going to have access to the calendar for New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, all of the major fashion weeks all around the world. And you're going to see if it's an industry only show, meaning it's basically just for buyers or magazine editors and really nobody but them is getting into it. And then there are a lot of shows that are open to the public, which you can actually purchase tickets for. They will give you the contact information for those open to the public shows. And what you can do is directly contact the show organizer, email them, tell them who you are and why you want to attend that fashion show. That is what I did this year for Fashion Week. That's how you can get into these other shows with no title at all. Of course, I did share with them that I was a former title holder, but if you have any type of following on social media or interest in the fashion industry, or you're a current model or a working model, aspiring model, whatever it is, you can still reach out directly to these show organizers to get in for free. And worst case scenario, if you really want to go to Fashion Week, you guys can buy tickets for the shows if you guys didn't already know that. There are my top tips for attending New York Fashion Week. Please be sure to leave your comments in the section below. I want to know what you think of this episode. I hope that it was able to help you out. Once again, make sure that you're subscribed, hit that notifications bell, and follow me on social media at Dani Walker so you don't miss out on any new episodes.